What is up, my fans and viewers? The time has finally arrived for my YouTube channel to be brought into the next generation. It is time for an upgrade. For almost 2 years that I've had this YouTube channel, I have alternated between a camcorder and a camera to pretty much film every video that I put up on YouTube. Now, there were some that I crafted in Sony Vegas, but any and all gameplay that I've played on my consoles, whether it was 360 or PS3, I have used this camera, which I'm using right now. I put it on that tripod right there. I film it. I position it so it fills the length and the width of my TV, and I hit stop and record every 10 to 12 minutes. That's basically been the staple for my channel. But I finally came to the realization, and with some fan feedback and also some pondering of my own, I have pretty much decided that it's time that I get with the times, per se, as they say to old people who like to do things old for a while. I have basically realized that doing this camera thing is kind of becoming obsolete, okay? It was pretty unique years ago to use a camera, and, people were like, wow, he's kind of, he's not the norm, he's kind of outside of the realm of using like an HD device, and it's still great quality. Nowadays, that's not really the case. If you use a camera nowadays, you're pretty much chastised, and oh, you should upgrade, get with the times. Everyone's using these devices. The largest commentators in the world are using these HD devices. So I took everyone's advice basically, and I bought the Elgato Game Capture HD. This was the model that everyone was telling me to get. I had a whole bunch of different options between Hotpage and a whole bunch of other HD PVRs and PVRs. And this was the one everyone suggested because it's small, it's USB powered, and it basically has a feature called flashback recording, which means if you forget to hit the record button, it actually records up to an hour of extra gameplay you might have missed. In addition, the newest software feature actually offers the ability to do live commentary. So there's a feature on the software, which I've already downloaded on my computer, but the software, there's an input jack for a microphone, and you can basically speak into the microphone and have that audio in the game, in the software. So when you stop your gameplay, you have your gameplay clip and you have your audio clip already in the Elgato software, and you can export it as one file, and you don't have to put it into Sony Vegas. Because one of the big concerns I had was using Sony Vegas, having to import every single file into Sony Vegas. What if I want to do a 60-part playthrough of a long game like Far Cry 3? Do I have to freaking sit there for hours and hours waiting for these videos to render, then I have to upload them? Well, it seems like this software might eliminate that. I have to play around with it a little bit. But before I talk anymore, I would like to open this thing, if I could figure out how to open it, because it is not the normal, it is not like a normal case. So, if I could figure out how to open this thing, let's see. Well, I could always rip it. I could always completely destroy it. It's always a great option, When you don't know how to open something, you just blow it up or rip it. Okay. Now this is just the covering. I just ripped open the covering. Actually, let me show you what the box says. I don't know if you can read this. It says, "Your skills immortalized. Elgato Game Capture HD enables you to record PlayStation and Xbox gameplay to a Mac or PC and share it with your friends and fans. With advanced hardware, H.264 encoding, you can capture in stunning HD quality while keeping the file sizes low." This is the major point, and I think I'm blocking the light, but this is the major thing. If the file sizes are too big, it's going to take a million years to encode and upload to YouTube. But if they keep the file sizes low and still have great quality, that's basically what everyone's looking for from an HD device. The included software makes it easy to capture every movie you make, even if you forget to press the record button. The unique flashback recording feature lets you time shift your gameplay so that you can simply slide back in time on your Mac or PC and hit the record button retroactively. With one click, You can share your gameplay with your friends and fans on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Even better, the tailor-made Elgato Game HD capture software allows you to quickly trim your gaming scenes and pass them on to your favorite editing software. So you get a USB cable, an input to your 360, and input to your PlayStation 3 via AV slot. I don't think you can do HDMI on PS3 because of some pirating thing that Sony has, but there's a separate cable for that, as is right here. You'll find the device, quick start, USB cable, HDMI, and something else. I really wish I could change the setting on here because it's kind of blurry. It's kind of hard to read, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to read this the best I can to you so you don't have to actually read it. It's hard to read. System requirements, PC, Windows 7. I have Windows 7, so that should work. 4 gigabytes, I've got more than that. And that's pretty much it. That's all the specifics. I know I just destroyed the freaking box by ripping it open. So, look at this. It's a flip. You can flip it open. And I don't know what that is. That looks like something from Dishonored or something. And yes, this is the Elgato. They have the whole thing here. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, they have the little thing right there. I keep thinking I'm blocking the light. I want to get directly under the light because I feel like a lot of this stuff is hard to see. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think this is the device itself. Can I take it out? I can take it out. So look at that. That thing, look at how this isn't even big. Look at this. It's literally, look, it's light. It's very light. It's you know, it's completely black. It's got your let me look on here. You've got your AV in and HDMI in. On the back here, you've got HDMI out and the USB slot where you plug it in. So that's pretty much, that's basic. I mean, you got one for PS3, one for 360, and then you got them, the things that go out of it, and the device captures it all. So, here it is. That's the device. Now, let me see if I can get the cables. See, this is very easy to open. I didn't even need scissors. See, it opens like a flat book. So, we've got cables. Lots of cables. I'm going to have to probably mix and match with these cables to actually figure out how to make this work. So, you have got, and I think these are labeled, actually, this is probably HDMI in because it's got the red, green, and blue. One of these is the one that goes into your USB for your computer, and the other one is specifically for the PlayStation 3. I think there's an adapter. Isn't there an adapter included with this? Like an HD adapter thing so that you can transfer, so the PS3 doesn't have to have a problem, because again, you can't do HDMI with a PS3, so I'm looking to attach two systems to this one thing. So yeah, so I don't know, let me open the bags instead of just keeping them inside so I know what each of these is, because instead of just guessing, I'd like to know. Alright, so that bag's open. Do the next one. Oh, yeah, I know. So exciting, right? I'll find an access code to some gay porno or something in here. HDMI in. Looking at the cables. This is for. Alright, that's the PlayStation 3 one. Okay. I just hope that there's an extra slot on my 360 and PS3. I'm assuming there is. I'm sure I'll be able to figure this out. I can always find a YouTube video. I'm sure someone has some way of setting this up. If there are, I don't know. Are there directions in here? Nope, no directions. Are there directions? Oh wait, there's a quick start guide. Wait, there are directions in here. Hold on. There are directions. Aha. Directions are right here, and I'll show you those in a moment once I get this. Once I get all this stuff out of the plastic. Let's see. Here we go. Wow, they didn't even close this bag. It's open. All right. Here we go. Let me just make sure there are no. Okay, I was going to make sure there's no codes, but the software is free. All right, so this is the step-by-step process, the guide that you get when you actually buy the Elgato device. Connect your PS3 to the Elgato. There's a slot. I know what they're talking about when they say that because I have that for my HDMI at the current. For Xbox 360, I think there's another slot. Do you use the same thing or do you just use one? Because you could use that or you could use something else. So, download. Yep, alright. Those are pretty straightforward. Is there anything on the back? No, it's just the introduction. And they have rubber bands and a little plastic thingy-majiggy around this, styrofoam. Alright, this is the biggest USB cable I've ever seen in my entire life. Alright, and this, you got your plug-in slots there. Alright, it's actually labeled on each one, so... Okay, so this one is, I think this is the one that goes into your USB. This is the AV out, or in, or whatever it is. I think it's out. Yes, this is the HDMI. This is the HDMI, yes, with the PS3. And I'm assuming this works with the 360 because you got your red, green, blue. And I also have this for the back of my 360 to get HD quality. This, I'm assuming, is probably for the audio. Like, I have like the audio on my chair over here for my HD surround sound. So I'm assuming that's what that's for, or if not, maybe this is for like an alternate device, like a PS2 or something, because I heard that you can actually use the PS2 with this, which would be good if I wanted to do classic gameplay, so. Alright, that's pretty much my entire unboxing of the Elgato game capture device. Once again, here it is. I actually haven't unwrapped it, but I'll wait for that later. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's going to be really exciting. I'm going to set all this stuff up now, and you might actually see some gameplay today, probably of Halo 4. I have some Halo 4 matches, so stay tuned for my first HD recorded match. I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon getting all this stuff set up, and I can't wait for you guys to share this, or I can't wait to share all of this cool gameplay with you now that it's in HD. Alright, thank you. See you later.